Yo, Crypto Nation! What's going on? Small little technical difficulty. The intro didn't want to roll, so I had to turn off OBS, turn it back on, and it works perfect. Stupid OBS. Go figure.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Oh, God, it must be infected.
It doesn't have that human malware, does it?
It might. It might have human malware.
Hey, before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and post a link in the live stream chat. If you guys are here and you have not done this yet, go to that video and post a comment because we're having the giveaway today. Yo.
And it's also Friday the 13th.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And COVID-19 ravages the country. Dun, dun, dun. Dude, it's serious, man. I mean, they shut down all the schools in Illinois. My friend that's one of the head directors of one of the park districts around here, he's like, I don't know what to do, what I'm going to do with all the staff that I have. He's like, I got 70 people on staff.
Hey, Brian, Nerd is saying in the live stream chat that your gain is up way too high.
What?
Yeah, your microphone.
I don't get it.
I have it just fine.
I know.
Apparently, our audience is saying you're too loud.
Okay, let me turn that down just a little bit because I have not moved anything.
If I listen to our stuff, like when I'm at work, I'll sometimes re-listen to our video.
Yeah.
And your gain's up super loud. Sometimes blow my eardrums out.
And I don't. And literally, I haven't touched it. So.
Hold on. Do you listen to the podcast through Apple?
Yeah. No, not Apple Music. I have some podcast app. I don't even know what it's called.
Nice.
Some generic thing, yeah. It's just some app I'm using, but
some generic app that doesn't show up on the analytics.
So let me know.
I'll change over if it don't.
So let me know if I'm still overpowering everybody.
He thinks it's better now.
Nice.
Tech man, absolutely. Invest now, homies. All this stuff will blow over.
It will. Eventually the cold will run out of steam, or it'll run out of people that can catch it, or everybody will catch it, and it is what it is. I think, over so many years, the cold's going to mutate. We're going to have one that gets out that's going to be worse than all the others. We haven't seen one like this for almost 100 years or something like that with the Spanish flu. It was basically in the same category, and it's kind of funny with the Spanish flu. It wasn't started in Spain. It was actually started in Kansas or something like that. It was just that nobody was allowing anybody to talk about it, just like COVID-19. You say it on YouTube and you're demonetized. So thank God we're not monetized, so I can just say it as much as I want. But with the Spanish flu, the only country that was reporting on it was Spain. So guess what? They named the flu after them because they're the bad guys because they were reporting on it, trying to get the good information out there to people. This is what you should do. This is what you need to be worried about. No, they just demonized Spain for talking about it. Real stupid. And it's kind of the same thing right now. People are like, "Oh, don't talk about it. It's not that bad. We don't want to start an issue, But
we don't need to worry about it.
Yeah,
the news is already doing that for us,
right? And then you got the World Health Organization coming out way too late, going, "It's a pandemic, guys." Now
That's the key word right there, pandemic.
Now you can't find toilet paper or food.
Yeah, where I'm from, we have nothing. We went everywhere today when I got off work. I mean, I really dropped the ball on this. I should have done this days ago, but I did not think it was going to get so serious where we were shutting schools down, and now my work's talking about shutting down. So
yeah, I'm moving to modified hours.
Yep. And Nerd, you are right. DCA into water, food, and TP. You should always have a little bit of stockpile of the basic essentials, no matter what. Crisis or no crisis. You know, what happens if there's a natural disaster that happens right by you, and all the drinking water supply is tainted?
See, I never really care about anything like that. We have a family farm that I'm running to, and that's where I'll get my food and do all my stuff. But my grandpa just called me earlier and told me not to come over. He didn't want to be around me.
Yeah.
Is it because he hates you or because he's afraid you're going to get him sick?
Yeah, he's afraid he's
might be a little
sick.
of both.
I know, he's all afraid. I do all kinds of stuff on that farm.
I'm only playing.
No, but I bought some stocks yesterday, and I'm up on all of them, which is good.
Stocks?
Nice.
Yeah, stocks. I have a certain few that I keep an eye on, and they were cheap, so I bought them. And
nice.
Everything was up today, so it was good. Good day.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine that the stock market will rally whenever the Fed is sitting there and injecting over $1 trillion for the next 3 months. You know, the stock market should still kind of go up a little bit, even though there's no products being made.
I mean, it always
no
looks
products
good.
are being made because everything is shut down because of the daggum virus.
Right.
What profit are the companies gonna be making?
Apple can't make any phones or anything like that. But yet their stocks are still going up. How? They're not even generating sales.
Right. Anytime the stock market has a huge dump like that, the next day, even the next 2 or 3 days, looks really good.
Right.
As far as, they're up 5% when they dumped 30% the day before. So.
Short the Dow Jones. Jamel Brown says it's like, yeah. Just hope that they don't go into negative interest rates while you're shorting it.
Seriously.
That'll be horrible.
Quick tip. If your local store is out of toilet paper, look at the napkins.
Yeah. Anything that might be a little soft.
Anything flushable.
Right. Or you know, it's like or you're going to be sitting there looking at the Scott's brand. Nobody wants that. It's like sitting there using tree bark.
Sandpaper.
Right.
It's not Charmin.
Right, exactly. Use Puffs Plus.
Dig Deep Miner says, be a man. Use your hand.
Right, wash it. Hey, man, if I have to, man, I'll use the bathroom and just go right into the bathtub. Just wash.
I seen a funny meme today of a guy. He was backed up on an escalator handrail.
That was my meme. He's like alternative toilet paper. And he's sitting there, thumbs up to it. I'm like, oh my god.
Not just a handrail, it's an escalator handrail, so it's constantly wiping so long as his butt's attached to it. Jamel Brown says, take a shower after the toilet.
Yes.
I've actually heard whispers, people actually talk about if they don't have any toilet paper or if they run out while this crisis is going on, they're just going to freaking go in the shower and just stuff it down the drain with their foot.
Waffle stomp it down the drain.
Waffle stomp it.
Yep.
Hey, man, I bet you right now all those rich people with the bidets are going, ha ha ha, I don't have to have toilet paper, ha ha.
No, they do. They just use less.
No, with a bidet, you don't need to use toilet paper. It's like a...
You're pressure washing your ass, that's
right,
why.
Right, exactly.
But you still gotta dab it dry.
Yeah, that's a washable towel. I'm just saying,
This conversation's gone sideways, just spiraling.
Well, I mean, the big news right now is the COVID-19, how it's ravaging through the country. Bitcoin's taking a dump with the stock market, and you got people like Peter Schiff that's like, see, I told you, it's not uncorrelated to the stock market. It's a terrible asset. Get out before it hits the bottom. The bottom is in now. I'm sure Peter Schiff is like sitting there taking full advantage of sitting there bashing Bitcoin, even though gold went down too. Oh!
Yep. But I also guarantee you, he's probably talking all this mad craziness. I shouldn't say craziness. all this bad press, and he's buying that dip.
I don't know if he's like, that. I don't think a boomer like him would be buying Bitcoin.
Well, I didn't say Bitcoin. Just the dip.
Oh yeah.
Everything's dipping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure he's doubling down on gold right now.
Who's that?
Peter Schiff. You know, the person who, no matter what, always talks bad about Bitcoin.
Right.
It's
Hater.
like, right, and it's like, dude, it's like, at what point in time did I remember articles coming out about Apple being a scam. Here it is,
Apple?
still here. Yeah, Apple. When Apple first launched, they were being accused of being a Ponzi scheme.
Well, what about them admitting to slowing down the older phones and all that? They're getting in trouble for that.
Yeah, they got sued and they got to pay people out.
Yeah.
I heard it was like $2 per person. Nothing crazy. It's
No.
what I understand because there's so many people.
Yeah. And all the different manufacturers do it too.
Right. Pretty noticeable though on iPhone when you do an update and then your phone sucks ass right after the update.
Oh yeah, and you get like half a day's worth of battery and you haven't even touched it.
Yep,
Your phone stays warm in your pocket.
Yep.
It's mining
Seriously,
Monero.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's like, I have updates. I really do.
Yes,
If
nerd.
it's working just
Crapple
fine-
is a scam.
Leave it.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of things got labeled as a scam and a Ponzi scheme in the early days. You know, even the internet was a scam. It was for criminals.
So is email.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like Peter Schiff though, he's sitting there going, "Man, you know, Bitcoin's only about trying to get somebody else to buy Bitcoin at a higher price than what you bought it at." And I'm like,
That's just what they did with stocks.
isn't that like the market? What you hope to pick something up for $10 and you're going to try to sell it for $15 to $20? I mean, is that not natural economics? I want to make a minimum of 10% on top of what I paid for.
Right.
That's reasonable profit.
Exactly.
And I'd love to talk to Peter Schiff and be like, dude, so you want everybody to just buy gold, never sell it. You can't use it anywhere, right? It's like, and when you go to try to use it, you have to turn it back into cash, right? So you have to find somebody that's going to buy it from you. So you're going to sell it to them at exactly the same price that you bought it for, right?
Yeah. Better go find your local pawn shop or your local, coin and gold jewelry exchange.
Right. It's like Peter Schiff's arguments are just so ridiculous. I'm sure he's taking full advantage to talk garbage about every market right now. And,
Well, the other downside about gold is that, with this whole freaking pandemic, if you need to cash out of gold, you got to risk meeting somebody and catching it. I don't have to do that with Bitcoin. I don't. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
man.
Jay, tell us about that awesome shirt you got on, buddy.
I mean, you guys see this? Check out the back.
Oh!
Look at that.
Oh, snaps!
Guys need to get over to Doge Lord Apparel to get you one.
And Nefarious, I think Gundy is probably still at work.
Yep, he'll probably show up at the very end.
Yeah. Well, yesterday we started the stream like an hour after our normal, 7 my time. So if he showed up at the end of it, he probably wouldn't be able to jump on until about 2 hours from now. So,
Right. It depends on what kind of a project he's got, because he basically he sets up, he works in a data center.
Mhm.
So
And Mikhail's not here right now because it's his daughter's birthday.
yo,
Happy birthday!
Right. Big shout outs.
It goes quick, that's for sure.
Oh, seriously, nothing measures time quicker than watching your kids grow up.
Yep.
Oh
just
God,
did
man!
the
One of
birthday
my
thing.
buddies came by like a week and a half ago. Now I hadn't seen his kids in a long time. He comes over with his daughter, with his oldest daughter, and he's like, "Yeah, she drove me here." I'm like, "Get out of here! No, I'm serious. Get out of my house. You just made me feel old. It's like
They need to raise the driving age to 21.
I remember when she was knee high. This is garbage. Get out of here with making me time travel to an old person.
Seriously, it's like watching my youngest. She used to fit in just one arm, and now she's like up to here. And it's like, Jesus, what happened?
Right.
Ridiculous.
It's like, that's it. No more food for you. We're going to stop the growth pattern right now.
Stay small.
Right. Think small thoughts.
I don't want to grow up. I'm
Right.
a Toys R Us kid.
Man, I wouldn't want to go to Toys R Us right now, man.
No.
You might get sick. Get the human malware.
Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
So how did you... Okay, some of you are actually here that were here yesterday. Tell us, what were your thoughts? What did you think of yesterday's show? Like, are there any topic or talking points that you would like us to hit on? You know?
Except that Bitcoin's trying to do a comeback rally a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It looks like it's respecting it. Jay, why don't you tell us what it is doing?
Right?
Yeah, I mean, 5,500 area. Well, 6,000 starts heavy resistance. So I'd be looking for 6,000, 6,100. If we make it to there, that's where we're going to have a little battle. So be watching. If you can sell out, if you see that we get rejected at that area, it's looking good. Looking like we're going to get up there. Higher time frames look crappy. They still look pretty bearish, I think. Yeah.
Right.
So when can we expect to get above 6?
Ooh.
Couple days.
Ooh, we got the weatherman's forecasting.
I mean, we're only $500 away, and that's, Bitcoin, that ain't nothing for it to move $500 in 2 seconds. So,
Right.
But I definitely think we'll have a little fight right there. We do have a pretty big area of resistance, so we'll see.
Jamil Brown, he's like, do you think it could come down to as low as 2,700 for Bitcoin?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I hope.
I have some of my charting that shows that is a big possibility. If we start rallying because of the halvening coming up in less than 60 days, price might start getting factored in, and this might temporarily hold it from going down, and then potentially after the halvening, when buy the rumor, sell the news. So maybe after the halvening, you'll see that the rally dump on itself, and it might dip down there. So,
yesterday you were talking about a subject about what happens if the mining operators just stop mining when it becomes unprofitable to mine. I'd like to talk about that a bit, but I just cut off Jay. So Jay, what were you saying?
Looking at the daily chart, we are going to come to the end of a triangle with the major trend lines on my chart, and it is saying May to June. Somewhere in there is when we get to the end. So that's usually when we get to the end of a triangle, we have a big price move, whether it's up or down. Nobody knows until we get there.
right.
Okay.
I think we'll consolidate right here around $5,000 area, maybe 6,000 pounds, around for a little bit. It's looking like we're having death crosses too.
It's kind of funny that we snapped out of my channel, and then we respected my channel and came right to the bottom of it. It's like, respect my authority.
Right.
So, all right. So, Brian, what do you think the worst case scenario is if too many miners start shutting off their mining equipment because Bitcoin's not going above 10K?
S9s will be profitable again? The S9s that are no longer profitable will be profitable once again. But no, seriously, it's like it depends on the mining facility's electric rate. So if they're paying, I want to say probably around 6 cents a kilowatt hour or more after the halvening with the price of where it's at, they probably will not keep their doors open for very long unless they are an older mining facility that has stacked up capital behind them, and those mining facilities will be able to weather the biggest storms. But for as far as like a new mining facility starting up, they're going to get hit immediately. So they're going to start, if they're smart, they'll start their facility lean and mean. Which means that they will weather the storm because they're trying to do it the most efficient way possible. Like what me and Mikkel are doing. We're crunching numbers. We don't want to sit there and spend $1. We don't have to. With this practice in mind, I believe that we'll be able to weather through even the worst of the storms too. I mean, it just kind of depends on the situation though. Each mining facility is different, so if the mining facility doesn't have a stockpile to kind of weather a storm, and they've taken out they took a long out on their facility and stacked up on a few $1 million worth of loans, they might get hit hard too and have to liquidate. That's basically what happened to another company out of North Carolina, a company called Because LLC. They set up their mining facility right as we were going into the heart of the bear market. They lasted 4 months. They owed way too much money, and once Bitcoin hit a certain price, with them selling every bit of Bitcoin, they still couldn't make their bills, not even the minimum payment. So if you're sitting there going, okay, I'll just make the minimum payment and I'm good, then you set stuff up properly. But if you're sitting there looking at the minimum payment going, I can't pay people now, that's an issue. Because people aren't going to come to work for free. Especially when you got a big facility. You got lots of overhead. Even if you don't owe any money, you still have a bunch of overhead.
Now, let's say too many mining operations didn't set up properly and don't have a storehouse of funds to weather the storm. What does that mean for the rest of the Bitcoin economy?
I don't think it'll be really a bad thing. Anytime that you go through like a true depression in a market, what you'll find is that you'll have, let's say, I'm just going to ballpark numbers, okay? So let's say there's only 10 mining facilities out there. I'm just going to make things nice and easy, so don't persecute me on this.
Yeah, this is just easy math, okay, guys?
Yeah, very easy math. So if we have 10 mining facilities, and let's say 6 of them are meh, they operate okay, but they're going from week to week, month to month on their facility. The other 5, they are lean and mean. And let's say behind those 5 that are that they can get wiped out under a black swan event, let's say there's 2 companies that are leaner and meaner than the 5 companies that are going to do good. But those 2 companies are holding off on setting up the facility because they don't think that they can be competitive enough starting up. So now you'll see those 5 facilities with the black swan event get crushed, and they're done. Now these 2 other facilities these 2 other entities that are wanting to set up a facility go, today's the day. We're going live. We're going to get all the loans we need. We're going to get all the funding we need. We're going forward right now because we know how to do this. We took what they did that's wrong, fixed it, worked it up over here. We're good to go. And that's basically what happened in 1921 during the year and a half crash that was actually worse than the 1929 Great Depression. People are very much unaware of the 1921 crash, where you would have 5 companies that were producing the same product. They got liquidated, and 1 company came out of the ashes. That's what will happen in a black swan event with the mining facilities. You'll see the ones that are mediocre to on the verge of getting shut down already, they're going to get pushed off to the side, and a couple of good companies, they'll pop up into their places that will do everything right that they were doing wrong. Not that they're going to do it perfect, but they're going to incorporate a lot of the best practice procedures from day one. Where these other mining facilities that were not really that good, maybe they started up in whenever Bitcoin was easier to mine, so they were like, just throw money at it, we're good, right? And that's not the best idea either. I'm just gonna solve it by throwing money at it. Look at the government.
Nerd has a good question, but then no one else could 51% attack the network with less hardware. Or so anyone else could.
Yeah, if the network dropped down, if the network backed off really bad, you would see players trying to hit that number, to hit that 51%. But at the same time, as soon as those few companies get liquidated out of the way, you're going to have the ones that have been sitting on the sidelines kind of on the fence of starting up. They're going to be like go time, and it's going to recover the network. So I don't look at the miners having that much of an issue with that aspect of it. It's just going to be your not so lean and mean companies. They're going to get liquidated. They made bad bets.
So for people who are brand new or will be watching the replay or listening to the replay of the podcast, Bitcoin will live on.
Oh yeah. I don't think anybody will even if we hit down to $1,000 Bitcoin, and you see some of I don't believe that the big mining facilities in China will shut down. So you're not going to be worrying about them changing their hash rate. You might see a few of them, but not that many. It's going to be the ones scattered around the world that'll take the hit. The ones that don't have as cheap of power as China or as India. They've got some of the cheapest power too. People paying a half a cent per kilowatt hour. I mean, $1,500 Bitcoin, and they're still profitable.
No kidding.
But what I do like about it though, and this is kind of my idea, that if the hash rate dropped down low enough, I think that all the at-home miners would pick up the slack, because for the first time they will actually make a difference. I mean, think about it. If every at-home miner ran one S9, it would deprofitize these bigger players from having the huge mega facilities that are not running lean and mean, because they will be competing with the entire planet, not just the big players. That would be a truly decentralized network.
Nefarious Technology says in the live chat, quarter up on Nerd. Yep, sure enough. Sure enough.
He said fuck.
So did you.
And you just did too.
And
I was reading.
Right, reading out loud, right? It doesn't count. It's like the two A bombs the both of you did earlier, right? Well, Mikkel's not here to make the chalkboard,
That's okay. He'll watch the replay.
Right?
Yeah,
we're loading up for the next giveaway.
So we have Nerd to go onto the list for the first time.
When are we doing the giveaway? Speaking
Hey,
of,
it's halfway through. I think now would be a good time to do at least one of our giveaways.
We certainly could do that.
What should we give away? Should we save the Bitcoin swear jar for the final giveaway?
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Make them stay to the end for the Bitcoin.
There we go. So what are we giving away instead, Jay?
Access to the DCA script.
Yo!
But
That's huge.
One condition, I get to pick the person, and I kind of been going off of who is most active in the Discord, who talks a lot, who puts good information.
It's rigged. It's his
rigged,
best friend. I know it's.
Join the Discord and get in there, start being active. But for this, I'd like to do this maybe once a week or once every couple weeks.
As a reward, not so much a giveaway.
Right. But this week, I definitely want it to go to Nefarious Technology, because he is always posting awesome stuff all the time. Good technical analysis.
Congratulations, Nefarious Technology. That is awesome. That is awesome. So I think that we had talked about this behind the scenes in the team chat. As a team, Jay had proposed that, we reward some of our most active users in the Discord who are providing great content, and, there you go. Congratulations, big guy.
Get in there, guys. You could get it. You could win it.
So if you would like to be in the running for that giveaway, Discord link is down in the description below.
Well, everything is down there. Patreon, the DCA Discord, the Family Mine LLC Discord. Oh.
Yeah, got that
and
LLC, guys.
Yo! So the Family Mine is actually becoming a little bit more legitimate. And then you got Jay's Discord.
Crypto Mentors.
Crypto Mentors, brain fart, thanks. I'm like, saved, yes. It's like sometimes I gotta have notes in front of me, and when they're not there, it's like, brain fart. So,
Yep.
yes, you can join all of our Discords and get some great knowledge in there. Talk to awesome people like us. Yo.
Yep.
Yep, you would have had kind of an idea of how low Bitcoin was going to go. I said it in the last video we did. Well, not this past one, but the one I did. I said that we'd probably see a $4,000 or $5,000 Bitcoin, and sure enough.
Right. How low did we actually dip?
I think like around 3,800, possibly 3,700.
Wow.
At least on the exchange I was trading on. I mean, it was crazy all across the board, man. Every exchange was $500 to $600 difference, so it's kind of hard to say.
I know, and I wish that there was like a way to like standardize that between all the markets. It's like their aggregate is so flawed with that.
Right.
Oh my God.
Well, the benefit of the different exchanges having that issue is arbitrage.
Yeah, it makes it easier for arbitrage for sure. Sure.
It gets scary when it gets to almost every single exchange. Almost every single one they were saying they were having problems. They were having difficulties. I don't know if they were just saying that because they effed so many people and
I think that they had so many people trying to hit the sell button at the same time that their system crashed. Right? You just spammed the network.
Or they did what the stock market does and they did it automatic as stop.
Exactly.
No more sales.
Exactly. Who says that they don't have a button to do that?
Yeah.
Right.
We don't know.
Who says
the other thing is that I couldn't buy.
Right.
I tried to buy and I couldn't buy.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
they sent my money back.
Considering that the stock market, with the way that they've got it set up, if they flash crash at certain percentages, they shut down their exchanges for 5, 15 minutes, an hour, 6 hours, and then a full day, depending on how much people continue trying to crash the market.
Oh, so Nefarious says that there were actually 2 exchanges that had it at $3,500.
Wow.
Most were about at 38, some were at 41.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I had seen some really wild stuff.
I tried to buy on Coinbase at 3,800, and it went through. It acted like it went through, and then all of a sudden I get an email saying, "Hey, we sent your money back." And I look over and Bitcoin's back at 5,000. I'm like, mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens. It happens.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Would be good right now if I would have got it at 38.
Yeah.
And apparently Gemini shut down all funds in and out for about 2 hours, according to Nefarious.
Voyager exchange, they are newer. They've been buying some different projects and stuff here and there, but they actually are shutting off to all U.S. users.
Fire up the VPN.
No, it's Liquid. It's Liquid exchange.
Whoa. So
they were
Samsung Mao is shutting it down for Americans?
Yeah. Now he
No
did say
way.
at the very end of the email that he was going to try to come back with an exchange like Binance did. He's going to try to do what they did and bring it back for U.S. customers. But yeah, like a month or two, you got to withdraw your stuff and get out.
Wow, because
I don't know if you guys ever traded on there, but it takes forever to get a withdrawal. So,
no, I've never traded on Liquid. I just know one of the main key people, which is Samsung Mao. Which, if you guys don't know who he is, check out Magical Crypto Friends on YouTube.
Yeah, sorry, Nefarious. It wasn't Voyager. It was Liquid. I got it messed up.
Yeah, so, Liquid. Samsung Mao works with Charlie Lee, Ricardo Spangini from Monero.
Yo, Savage Minds in the house. We're getting a Savage raid.
Yo,
Savage raid.
Awesome. Well, I wonder what happened with them. They must have gotten in trouble. Something happened. Why would they just be shutting the U.S. customers off like that?
Because
Mikhail, I don't know why you're not in here.
Right. But I would almost sit there and say that that's probably because of they got a lot of poop coins on there, and
probably doing some funny stuff, huh?
Well, no, it's that if a coin can't pass the Howey test, and if you guys out there don't know what the Howey test, you can go ahead and look it up, Google it. It's an old antiquated system that they're still using to this day. But if he's sitting there and selling securities or what they label as a security, they can't offer it to us. Now, Binance says you're off of their main exchange. I don't even have to use a VPN. I could still log into it and trade all day long. I'm not kicked out of there.
I can margin trade on it.
Yeah, I have
it's
not
still
been
my original account.
Yep.
Like,
I haven't changed anything either on mine. Nothing.
And don't margin trade on Binance, guys. Don't do that.
Yeah, they that is just a bad situation.
Their user interface is horrible. It's confusing. It's stupid. Go to Bybit. Somewhere else.
I've checked out traditional stock markets, and Binance is like right on par with them.
I'm actually changing the exchange that I trade on. You guys know I'm big on Bybit, but I'm actually moving. I mean, I might trade there a little, but I got a different place I've been trading at for a little bit here. I'm not going to name it yet.
What turned you off from Bybit?
Their biggest thing is they don't overload and they don't, whatever. And the last couple days have been nothing but freeze ups and hiccups every time there's been any kind of crazy action going on. I mean,
now is Bybit the same one that like all the other YouTubers are like promoting too?
Yeah, I mean, they got great customer support. I mean, as soon as you message them, they're right there helping you. I mean, they are good about that. It's a good exchange. I just don't like why can't shit just work normal when there's a bunch of volume and stuff? Just be normal.
Yeah.
Fuck, I just want to get out of my goddamn exit for my position for 500%. You guys have got me fucked.
Man,
triggered.
Triggered me.
I need to get a thing to just flash across the screen. Triggered.
It's shake like that.
Triggered.
We'll see if they fix it. I mean, I shouldn't even have said anything until I, found out if they were gonna fix it and make it right or not. But we'll see.
Well, speaking of saying something, when you release the exchange that you're going to be going to, where will you be releasing that information?
Oh, right here on the live stream, probably, or on a video. It'll be here in this community.
You know what you should do? This is just me. You should.
And I think I know where this is going.
You should just put it on the Patreon right now. Yes. And they get the knowledge before anyone else.
I mean, it is a decent exchange.
You hold the knowledge back for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
That's where I was going with it.
This way.
Well, it's Patreon. Rewarding our patrons.
Right. This is the VIP content that they're paying for. If you do something, the Patreon people should know about it like that.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes.
You're absolutely right. I mean,
Bill Brown is taking a guess. He's saying crypto rocket.
Never.
Needless to say, anything that you put in there, he'll say never.
I don't think you'll guess it. I mean, I think me.
No, we don't need them to. We don't need to encourage them. They'll put in every exchange out there.
They will make a list.
So we're just gonna cover the bases. The answer is A. None of them.
I thought D was none of the above.
No, well, the answer could be just C. I mean, no matter what, the answer is C. You know, if you go to take a quiz or something, if you put C onto it, you're almost guaranteed a D without reading a single question.
I don't know how many of my new guys are in here from my Discord, but before we end, because it is getting close, I want to tell all you guys, quit over trading. You don't have to be in a position every 5 seconds. If you just exited a good trade and you won, sit back and wait for a setup. You
Right.
don't automatically think,
I so agree.
Going down. Right.
I so agree with that. Oh my God.
I got to read this out of the live chat. I tried to talk about it yesterday, but Nefarious was actually kind enough to put it in the live chat today. He said, sideways markets for too long equals complacency and bad habits.
Yes, absolutely.
And he said, need broken, crazy market volatility to keep the better habits from forming.
Mikhail, I can't believe you even said that, dude. Oh my.
Coinbase Pro.
I have to, motherfucker.
So first thing I'm going to start off with is a sad violin with the swear jar.
No, but the market will always be there, guys. There will always be opportunities. You missed a pump, oh well. You know, sit and wait, sit on your hands, or you're gonna lose. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say it to you guys. You know, you get messages every 3 seconds. I'm losing. I'm screwed. I hate myself. I'm beating myself up.
Right. And you know what I think it's hilarious whenever I hear it is somebody goes, man, I just got wrecked. I'm like, okay. Please say you didn't do anything, right? And they're like, oh no, you see, I lost $1,000, so I put $2,000 in now. I'm trying to ride it long. And then in an hour later, they get a hold of me. I just got liquidated.
That's the worst thing to do when the market's like this. If you're losing, just cut the loss as quick as you can and get
right. And don't think that you need to put in double this time to make up for what you just lost last time.
Right, because you don't.
Most of your expert traders, if they put $5,000 in and lose it, they only put $2,500 in the next time. They're not putting 10,000 in. They put half of the same position in, trying to test the waters.
Yeah, quit risking your whole wallet. Just because you deposited it in there to the exchange doesn't mean you got to trade the whole thing.
Right.
Risk 1 or 2% of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got guys right now, new guys, man, they're doing the whole wallet in one trade and liquidated in 25 minutes and then coming at me like, oh man, wish I would have sat on my hands like you said.
I did everything opposite. Why didn't it work?
I mean, I understand. I was there. I've been there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're like, I know better than you. I made 2 predictions and they were right 6 months ago. So I know better. Your charts, I can guess everything now. It's like, no, there's a plan. Stick to it.
Yeah, if you don't have a plan and you're not trading that plan, you're screwed. I mean, you might get lucky or you go in willy-nilly sometimes, but
oh yeah, gambling. That's why there's Gamblers Anonymous out there, because he hit it big one time.
I like to call it educated gambling, I guess. Taking educated guesses. You know, you only got 50-50. You're either right or you're wrong. Right, exactly, and you know, experience is seeing how market trends, market momentum. I mean, this is why I've been calling for a lower Bitcoin for the last 6 months. I have not seen volume. That's everybody's, 10,000, 14,000, here we come. And I'm like, with what volume? Who's buying it?
you can't tell me that the miners aren't selling it. They've got bills. The bills keep piling up. We have electric. That stuff's expensive. I don't care where you're at. You have a lot of machines, you're going to be $20,000-$30,000 in electric, easy. So they're selling off every day to keep afloat. So you can see the sell pressure, and that's when you see everything drop. There's no huge buy pressure. Whenever we saw the bull market in the end of 2017, you saw massive spikes in volume. There was huge amount of people buying. People couldn't get into the market fast enough.
That's why I told my guys. I told them today and I told them yesterday. I was like, quit trading. Worry about just buying for your personal bags, because it doesn't take much right now to move this thing one way or another. I've been 100% in the green and 100% in the red within 2 minutes of each other. You know what I mean? Like, just sit back and wait, or you're gonna lose it all. Sit back and buy for your personal bag and hold it and wait until everything calms down. Find you a setup and then trade it.
Yeah, and Savage Mind said it perfectly too. Bitcoin miners don't give a about us or BTC in general. It's a business. At the end of the day, it's a business. Me and Mikkel are going into business. You at home mining, treat it like a business. You still have electric bills. Yes, if you're mining below if you're below the rate that you can't absorb the electric bill, sure, you can just pay out the electric bill and hodl it. But as soon as you start getting up to, you're using 50% or more of your electrical box, you might want to consider selling some coin to be able to pay the bills, especially if you're wanting to expand a little bit more and you're like, man, I can't do that with my bill being $1,000 a month. I'm at home.
Nefarious, you do have a good trading plan. I mean, that's awesome having a $4,000 cushion. I mean, it's very rare that we dump thousands and thousands of dollars quickly how we did. I mean, so that what you have and what you're doing would work. I mean, it would work right now.
Right.
I think playing the catch-up game is what psyched you out.
Yeah, don't do that either. Don't try to make up for your losses.
Right, just you take that on the chin. It was a learning curve. Move on.
It sucks to take it on the chin, but you have to. You got to live to trade another day. If you do that and you get used to cutting your losses quick, you will live to trade tomorrow. But if you keep fucking around, you're going to lose everything, and you won't have no Bitcoin to trade tomorrow.
Right.
I think what you're saying though, Nefarious, is smart. You're too emotional right now, and so you're not going to trade right now. Good. Calm down.
Yeah, stay away from YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube like talking about what they think Bitcoin's going to do. Stay away from that. Stay away from like stock twits and Twitter, crypto Twitter. Don't be looking on there, because if you're new, that shit will mess with your head so bad, and you will go in there thinking because this guy said this, it's going to happen, and it does the complete opposite. Stay away from that stuff. Can't trade with emotion. You'll get wrecked every single time.
Oh yeah.
I know, guys,
and that takes professional traders years to detach themselves from that.
I'm not professional at all, but I know. I've learned my lesson from it for sure. So.
Right. There's traders out, professional traders that the emotionality out of it, it's still... I mean, think about all the people in the traditional markets. I won. 10 years, I won, because the stock market's in a 30-year bull market. Right. So now all these traders are seeing volatility for the very first time. Yeah, they are on. A lot of these traders that have been just getting into the field in the last 10, 15 years. They, even with the 2008, we still hit it harder this time with the percentage drop, not the dollar amount, but the percentage drop was harder right now than it was in 08.
My biggest trade I ever made and ever done was when we were at $6,000 and we had a death cross on the daily chart and we fell to 3. That was like my biggest my epiphany. Like, man, it was easy. I was looking at moving averages, you know what I mean? I wasn't listening to people on YouTube. I found a strategy that worked.
Digi Diamonds is like that's because they were all on drugs. That's why you're not a professional, right?
That might be a little bit of it.
Because man, they're on something. They're up all night, sitting there going, "The market moved. Sell.
Oh man,
market moved the other way. Buy."
I used to freak out all the time. Littlest price moves, they'd be out over there wigging out, and I was on spot trading too then. So
yeah, whenever I first got into crypto, I used to try to buy my Bitcoin at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I discovered a small little price move at that time. It looked like, and it was certain days. So Friday is usually one of the big ones, but like at 3 o'clock in the morning my time, the market would dump itself. So I would just wake up at that time, and buy. Yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for it to drop, and I'm like, here we go. Gave it 10 minutes.
There is certain times that stuff like that happens. Like
right, and you can see it in it's a lot of it's coming from the Chinese market. So what it looks like, it's like on certain days, they stockpile it. And then right before the weekend, so that they got some money for the weekend, they pull it out of their savings account, basically. And then come Monday morning, they rebuy it.
Right.
So I would sell at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Here, take my Bitcoin.
Trading Bitcoin for the years I've been trading it, I've noticed that Sunday usually is dump day for Bitcoin. 9 times out of 10, Sunday we're dumping no matter what Bitcoin has done through the week.
Yep.
And when funding rate happens on leverage trading exchanges, every 8 hours when they pay, there's tons of people getting into the position just to get paid funding, and then they get out. So you might see a little bit of a pump, try to short the top of that thing.
Yeah, so I've noticed that it's a lot of times like you'll see market movements at 8 o'clock in the morning in China, around 1:30, 2 o'clock time in China, and then right around 8, 9 o'clock.
Right.
And correspond that to your time zones, and you can actually play a little bit of arbitrage between the time zones.
Yep, you're not lying. I mean, it does work like that.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I just want the new guys to know, because we've had a lot of new people join here in the last few weeks, and they're in the Discord bugging out right now because of this dump. And it's like, it's okay, guys. It'll be okay. I promise.
As a trader, you should be like, dude, you should be like McDonald's. I'm loving it. It's like you have been trying to get out of a correlated asset called the stock market because there's no volatility. A trader cannot play a market that's predictable. You're basically just dollar cost averaging and selling later.
That's why stocks are boring, man.
Yeah.
The stocks that I've bought, like just looking at them, like, man, it takes forever for it to get to any kind of resistance or support. So, I mean, that's why I came to crypto.
Right. It's uncorrelated for that reason. There is market volatility. As a trader, this has got to be
best time to trade right now.
Yeah, this has got to be what traders' dreams are made of right now. Holy cow.
It needs to slow down just a little bit for me to start messing around. Too violent of price swings right now for me. You put a stop in, you're getting hit every time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only issue with having such a small market, is that you catch these huge, massive swings playing around. There's nothing you can really do about it.
And a lot of people, too, think that a good trader profits, they win every trade.
No.
And believe it or not, a good profitable trader probably loses more trades than he wins, but it's how much he lost is key. It's his risk management. His losses are small and his wins are big. If you're winning, you need to let it ride and let it, out.
Not all of us can be like Jamie Dimond and win for 10 years in a row.
Yeah, he's a liar if he's saying that.
No, he's the market manipulator. Why wouldn't he win? If
I
I rig the system, I should win.
If you got the money to manipulate, then I can understand you winning. But
yeah, and that's basically what he did. I mean, he's got 2 floors of his main building dedicated for trading desks only.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 2 giant floors. Giant!
Quit trading on your phone, too. I wanted to throw that out there. Quit trading on your damn phone, guys. It's too hard and messy, and you can't see anything. I don't even know how you guys see anything on there. If you absolutely have to, you're out and about, and you're in a position, and you got to get out, that's one thing. But to try to trade on your phone full-time is hard. I don't even know how you're looking at trading.
On your phone is just buying.
Right.
And buying.
Right.
And buying.
Right.
Yeah.
At least get a tablet.
Yeah. Well,
get something bigger that
don't even let you do like trading view and stuff. They don't support that kind of thing. So,
oh wow.
Yeah. It's get a cheap Chromebook or something.
Unknown Crypto, he's like, I got a big screen. It's like, do you plug your phone into another monitor and just kind of walk around like that? Be like, all right, now we can do this.
I've been looking at a different setup. I think I'm going to get a 3-monitor giddy up all hooked together with one sitting long ways, vertical.
Oh, you like my little setup?
That vertical screen is freaking crazy.
I don't have my one monitor turned. I thought about it for like rolling chat and stuff like that on there, but I've got
I want it for order books and stuff like that, so I can see way down on there.
Right.
That order book stretched way out is why I want it. I want what Gundy has. That little setup he's got with all 3 of them monitors, that's what I want. And then with my big, huge, dumbass one up on top or something. Something cool.
Nefarious. I wouldn't even go with an 8K. You don't. Your eyeball will barely tell the difference on that. Barely.
Yeah,
Your eyeball can only take in so much.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good the monitor is. The candles are going to do the same thing regardless.
Right.
So who cares if
it's
they
like
look crisp and whatever, you know?
Right. I mean, the bottom of the wick is going to stay exactly where it is. You're not going to be able to sit there and see, oh, look, it went down just a little bit further. I just watched it, a millimeter. Man, it was like the length of a human hair. No, you're not seeing that in 8K. It's going to look the same in 4K. Your eyeball, it is hilarious that people are like going nuts for 8K. It's like your eyes can only see so many frames per second, and you've only got so many color receptors in your eyes.
I can't even tell the difference between 720 and 1080, so, I mean...
I can tell the difference on that.
Who cares?
It's not oh my god, it's the end of days because I don't have 1080p. No, I mean, 720, that's what I watch on my phone. But whenever you go from your phone to the computer screen, you're like, oh wow,
right?
The color just pops, but you're also getting more frames per second too.
Welding for a living, I think I've just burned my eyeballs out so many damn times that I can't tell. I really.
Well, that's what you get for not putting safety glasses on and thinking that you can just close your eyes.
Mr. Safety Glasses makes it worse. It magnifies it, makes it worse. So we don't wear safety glasses. Actually, it's either hoods or nothing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. For welders, it's the hood.
Yeah, the hood, the full hood with like a number 6 or number 9. Freaking...
Oh no, I've got a really nice. He's probably got the same style I've got. It auto darkens.
Sentinel A40 by ESOB. It's like the newest one they got out. It's
you got a really nice one.
Yeah. It costs a lot of money.
Yours a little bit nicer than mine. I got like a $300 face mask. It's got like skulls all over it and stuff, but. Yeah, I mean, it's good for grinding on, it's good for welding with, and like literally, you pull the trigger and it's instantly dark.
I'll post a picture of it. It looks like mine is a astronaut helmet. Kind of have it flip around. But it's sweet because you can see all the way around. You know what I mean? You
gotta put a Bitcoin sticker on top.
Not just that. Not just that, you need to get this background
and wear
that thing.
When we did that interview with me, get to know me or whatever, I was just gonna show up in my work clothes with my welding hood and my shirt and all the good stuff. This is who I am.
I'm regular Joe Schmo.
But hey,
I'm a welder / fabricator and trade Bitcoin at night on the side.
There you go. Hey, It is the hour, and we still have to do the Bitcoin swear jar giveaway.
Yo!
So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, If you haven't already, and if you're brand new, just catching us or whatnot, go to that link right there I'm posting, and definitely leave a comment to be in the running. All right?
Do it! Do it now! Just do it!
You need to be there, and you need to join our Discord so you can get a hold of us with your Bitcoin address. Okay?
Right. Just make a comment in there. We'll give you a few seconds.
Yep.
This is your last call.
In the meantime, we could do a screen share on that random comment picker, right?
Yeah. You want to set that up because I do not have that behind the screen here.
Oh, snap.
Otherwise, I can do it really quick. It's not really a big issue. So what I'll end up doing is I'll screen share. See here.
Random comment picker.
You sure you got it? So I'm like right there.
Well, do it, because I accidentally clicked on the Facebook one for some reason. I don't know why. There you go.
There we go. There we go. Got it. And
I'm gonna let you do it.
We'll go ahead and we'll screen share this.
Mikkel's like, slackers.
Right.
We were hoping you'd jump on, dip out of your daughter's birthday like you did last time, just for like 5 minutes.
I'm surprised he's even watching it.
I know.
My wife would be clawing my eyeballs out right now.
Right.
It's probably in his pocket or something. He's just pulling it out every couple seconds, having a gander.
And I will. Let's see here. I will grab this. Copy link address. We'll put that in
yesterday. I don't think I even talked to my wife.
Nope, it's not like me doing that. So let's see here. Open link in a new window. So we'll copy and paste. Oh, for some reason I went to the same Facebook one you did. What the heck? Why is it doing that?
Mikkel!
I don't know why it's never pulled that up for me. I don't even use Facebook.
I don't either, but that's what threw me off. Was like usually you'd see that YouTube one is the first on Google, and that just threw me for a loop when I saw the Facebook one. And then the next one wasn't even the one we normally use for YouTube.
All right, so we've got.
Mikkel is so disappointed in us. He's just like ...
Right. So we've got 18 unique comments on here.
Hold on to share that screen because right now we're still looking at YouTube.
Oh, I'm sharing it with everybody else right now. So I'd have to like switch screens of where it's being displayed at, but everybody else gets to see it except for you. So let's go ahead now that we've got everything straightened out. So we're gonna start it. So for the Bitcoin swear jar. Oh, Gundy, you can't win. Why is he's every time we have one of these, he puts his name in and he automatically wins.
I love it.
It's rigged.
I know. I think he does that on purpose. I swear.
You know, the last giveaway that we had, I commented as DCA Adventure and said, Gundy, you're automatically disqualified. DCA Adventure won.
You know what we need to do, though? I think we should start making everybody comment on every video that we have done, for however long, from this giveaway to the next one. You have to comment, and each video is an entry, you know what I mean? I think we make them do all of them. And then whichever video we pick and whoever wins.
So you're saying we should do a random video pick?
Right.
There's a way to do that. I can look into it. There is a way to do random video pick.
Crypto Beatles does it. That's how he does it.
So does Crypto Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Beatles, man, that guy gives away thousands of dollars every week.
Yeah,
every
he does.
Week, thousands of dollars. I mean, I've won over $1,000 off of him.
Yo, that's legit.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's go ahead and try to pick this Bitcoin winner again.
Who is it gonna be?
Jay, you commented too.
Did I win?
He's like, I absolutely love Gundy's background of himself.
Well, we never said that I could be disqualified, so
No
I think it's only
DCA
fair.
members.
Oh, okay.
We were explicit with that. 3D Camper. Yo.
3D Camper, you in here today?
I know
buddy.
he's in
Yep,
here.
he was here.
I've seen him commenting, so, yo, 3D Camper, you just won yourself a cool $20
Awesome.
worth of that Visity bit. Oh,
Yes. Congratulations, big guy. Hit us up in the Discord.
yes, hit us up after the
Hit us
show. Give us your Bitcoin address, and we'll get that out to you ASAP.
Excellent. Excellent.
Right.
So for our giveaways, to make these a little bit more, to get more people involved in this, we need to do the every video thing, and then we need to just ask a question on the video that was picked, and whoever gets the answer right. That's how Beatles does it. He picks a random video from what he did all week, and then whoever's in live chat, he'll ask a question, and if they watch the video, they should know, obviously, what the question is or what the answer is. And that's how he does it, because he had so many spammers and scammers with 12 different accounts, and there's a guy in there that won nothing but, you know, he'd win them all. At least one a week, he'd win something. $100, $200.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Need to
Well,
make
it's
it
certainly
hard, though.
something. It's certainly something that we're gonna have to look into eventually.
Right,
You know.
right.
You know. But in the meantime, that's the show.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that was a Bitcoin giveaway. Congrats to 3D Camper
Yep. DM
And
us.
Nefarious.
And
Nefarious, because yes, definitely that's a new one. We're now giving away a reward for being active in our Discord and sharing quality content. You know, if you are
Absolutely.
active and, you know,
And he does. He posts good stuff all the time. I mean, what he posts makes sense, and you can fact check him. It's usually right all the time. So
Right. He's good people. I
yeah.
actually know Nefarious firsthand. We've actually worked with each other before, so he's a good friend of mine.
I'm sorry,
Walter
Nefarious.
Blackledge, we are from all over. I'm, West Coast. Brian is in, Central Time Zone, and Jay's on the East Coast.
Yep.
I wish I was over where these guys were at.
All right.
You guys
In the
have a good
meantime-
night. Sorry.
If you haven't yet, sign up on Patreon.
Patreons, yes. And then
Discord.
also get into the Discords. And then, guys, I want you all to check me and Mikkel out tomorrow, Mining After Dark. Guys, I've actually got something kind of cool planned. So if you guys have been here and been watching what me and Mikkel do on the sidelines, we are silent workers, as you can see. So I'm a little bit more vocal than my man Mikkel. He's my silent little worker. He's like, just put him in a direction, he just goes, dude. It's awesome. He's like a drag racer. It's like, this way, A to B. Ow!
As fast as he can go.
Right. Oh my God, it's amazing, and he's organized when he does it too. It's like, wow, how do you do that? But what I'm going to be doing is everybody should know that I've got the FPGAs, the BCU 1525s, and if you pay attention to Crypto and Hot Rods, my other YouTube channel, and you would have seen me putting the water blocks onto those bad boys, which I'd never done before. I haven't put a water block, like a custom water block. Now, my computer here, I've got a AIO closed loop system, nothing custom about it. You slap a cooler onto the CPU like you would anything else. Put the radiator in, fans, good to go. Of course, powered everything. But
that was just Chinese that he just said.
Right. Yeah. So with what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a custom setup for the BCU 25s. So I'm going to have an external pump in there. I'm going to have a bunch of hoses going everywhere, holding in coolant, and putting that through a giant radiator, guys. 480 millimeter radiator. It's basically, for people who are not like computer guys and not setting up a lot of computers, cases usually have like 2 to 3 fans on the front side of the case just to breathe air in, to keep everything cold.
Save some content for tomorrow.
Oh, there's going to be so much content tomorrow, guys. It's going to be unreal, dude. So you're going to be watching.
Tune in.
Oh my God, yeah. You're going to be watching me build my very first custom loop system for mining. I haven't even done it for my own PC, but I'm going to be doing it for mining. Yo.
And that's going to be on which channel? DCA Adventure or Crypto and Hot Rods?
It'll be on both. Yo.
There you go, peeps.
So it's not going to matter which one of us you connect in with. You're going to be able to watch it. But I just ask you to pop in on the both channels. Give it a thumbs up on both of them tomorrow. This way we both get good algorithms for YouTube. Oh.
And if you guys would like to support us, other than Patreon, DogeLord.com is currently hosting all of the DCA Adventure merch. You can get a shirt just like Jay's over there, or the hat that Mikkel's always wearing, or a shirt with this Bitcoin to the moon design on it. Right,
3D Camper, if you would like to, who's the one holding the funds for this, for the giveaway?
I can send it over to him if you need to.
You've got it?
I can. I don't have what we have in the swear jar, but I can send it to him. You guys
is Mikkel holding it, or do we?
Probably. I'd imagine he is.
Message 3D Camper. Just message Mikkel.
And
privately hit him up, and we'll take care of you. But the Discord servers, join them all.
Absolutely. And
get the Patreon, get the script. You can get the trading script. You join my Patreon.
Right. Or guys, you can sit there and just subscribe to all of them on the Patreon. That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
We still don't have anybody that's done that.
Nobody's done that, and you would actually be the first one to actually have access to the DCA Your Brand channel.
Oh,
and I've been uploading content in there.
Tons of it. He's got a bunch of it.
It's like we're the only ones in there. But if you guys do want to get some DCA Adventure merch, use the code free shipping at checkout. All capital letters, and you won't have to pay for shipping.
Oh,
right?
That's
amazing. They're worth it.
Oh, you like the quality, Jay?
Oh man, it's crazy. I've never had shirts like this. I mean, you think that you're going to get like a Hanes printed, shit falling off in a week or 2 weeks, and they're definitely awesome for sure. Love them.
Excellent. And on that note, we got to get out of here, guys.
Oh, yeah. Yes, and definitely check us out tomorrow. It's probably going to be a long stream, so grab some popcorn, make yourself comfortable, grab your drinks, and have a show. We'll catch you on the next one. Yo.
Peace out, guys.